of long passes last night from inside of the hash marks to almost the far blue line, and that way they were able to spread the ice. They're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster down low. They got solid D who all are good puck movers and big guys. It's hard to get the puck from them. The other side of it, the Cataracts, it just didn't seem like they had enough jump to me.
Yeah.
Now, I know people, you can look at that and say it, but and the Cataracts got a pretty good skating team. I know that they might be a little bit banged up, and I'm sure they're are as well. But it didn't seem like the intensity that we would have expected from the Cataracts coming back home after having two pretty good games over in Deer Lake, 6-3 with an empty netter, and then, of course, an overtime one. Got off to that 1-1 start last night after the first period.
Yeah.
But that goal with George less than a second left, that was a real tough one.
Yeah, if you missed it last night, it was 1-1 after first period. Deer Lake went up 3-1. It was getting late in the second period, and they seemed to have things under control. Cataracts scored, make it 3-2, and we thought, okay, this is going to set up a great finish. But then Deer Lake scored with less than a second to go in the second period, and that seemed to take the steam out of the Cataracts. And Deer Lake just rolled into the third period and ended up winning 7-2.
Yeah, and the thing is that not only did they win 7-2, George, but their puck possession was, I'm going to say 75% of the game for sure. And when you don't have a lot of puck possession from Cataract's perspective, you're chasing the puck that tires you. We've said it so many times, and that when you have the puck, you don't feel as tired. You're not as tired. When you don't have it, yes, it's difficult. And of course, so the other say, with Coach Whalen and Coach Levine today, they've got to be saying to their troops, listen, guys, as we talked about with the cliches, let's see if we can win our shifts. Let's forget about trying to win the game. If you can win your shift, then let things fall where they may, and hopefully at the end of the day, they'll be victorious. On the other side of it, Deer Lake are saying, guys, we do not want to go back to Deer Lake. We want to end this as quickly as we can. George, trying to win the last game of any series is the most difficult.
Yeah, we were saying, Deer Lake have really got to come out and push it. They don't want to go back home. Talking to some members of the Cataracts executive, and somewhat tongue-in-cheek, but, we're saying you got to remain optimistic. But
you got to.
If we go back to Deer Lake, we don't want to go back for one game.
No, no. If you're going back, you want to go back for two.
That gets very expensive. So if you're going to go back to Deer Lake, you better think about winning this one and the next one. Then you can come back home down 3-2, maybe put some doubt in the other team's hands. But financially, you want to do that. But that's the other issue.
Yeah, and that's what your mindset has to be, right? You have to be. If not, why are you here today? I don't want to see anybody mail it in. You got to play hard all the time. Like I used to have all kinds of chats with Brian Casey, phenomenal hockey coach, player, has been everywhere. And I said, Brian, it's all about the effort. You can and you've said it so many times as well, George. You can only control your effort. You can't control the winning and losing. You can control your effort. If you can do that, and if you don't win, you can say, okay, we did the best that we could possibly do. Just wasn't our day today.
You're right. Cataracts have to have that mindset. We went off the air last night. We said we need to check our cliche dictionary for what happens when it's 3-0. Backs against the wall, do or die, no tomorrow.
And I had, we talked about last night.
One game at a time.
Where you? Behind the 8 ball. Where you green tomorrow? Lucky the Irish. And
nice.
Tribute to you, George.
Nice bow tie.
Yeah, and this was actually. I've got to give credit to my wife because she does all the things at home, the decorative seasons. This was on our mantelpiece on the table. So she said, Robert, I think that bow tie would go really well. Okay.
Yeah, it works. And maybe you can bring some luck to the Cataracts this afternoon.
Let's hope that we have a really good game.
Yeah, that's the big thing. We had a big crowd last night.
Oh, tremendous.
One of the biggest crowds I've seen in a long time. I was thinking it was the biggest crowd we had here since the 2011 Herder. But talking to Bob Hedges, Bob said, actually, there was a series that we had a bigger crowd. I actually forgot all about the series. That was the play-in series for the Allen Cup to see who got to go to Steinbach in Manitoba against the Lebeco Petite Moose.
That was a weekend series
from New Brunswick. Yeah, I'd forgotten all about that series. He said it was actually a bigger crowd and a bigger 50-50. It was just over 2,000.
Yeah, no.
That night. It was 1,900 here last night.
Yeah, we've had, George, a half a dozen a year, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300,
we've hit 15.
Right, which is, really gives an indication of how many people are in the building. And having 1,900 or 1,900 is, it's not a bad haul to go away with last night. I didn't win.
Yeah, it was a completely sold-out crowd last night. There may have been a handful of standing room tickets. Might have been able to shoehorn a couple of people in, but not much more than that. All the seats were sold. Again, it's a Sunday afternoon, and after Cataracts losing 7-2 handily last night, I don't know if we're going to see quite as big a crowd, but it looks pretty good for a Sunday afternoon. Just looking out there right now, and brings me to the other point. The series is not over; it's 3-0, but I don't know if we'll get a chance to talk about this. So, this is the first year back for the Cataracts since 2019. There were 4 years without senior hockey. You and I have talked about it before. We really, to be honest, didn't expect to see it back, not only this soon, but maybe not back in our lifetime.
Yeah, it was looking.
So regardless of the outcome today or the outcome of this series, you have to look at this as a real positive. The way that the fans have embraced this, they've come out, I said, in bigger numbers than we had 7 or 8 years ago when we were winning herders back-to-back. We're back-to-back-to-back.
Yeah.
Fans became a little complacent, I think. They lost senior hockey for 4 years and came back. So whatever happens now, I hope next year the same type of enthusiasm will be here at the Joe Byrne as we saw this year. It was just phenomenal. When it started, I thought, okay, people know it may not be quite the same caliber as when all the imports were playing.
Well, we spoke about it back in October, George.
Oh, yeah. And I thought, how many people are going to come out to watch? I thought maybe a few hundred you get for the first game. First game was sold out.
Unbelievable.
And, it was...
and there's been big crowds every game,
Every game. It's been amazing. So you have... In the big picture, you got to say this was a major success to bring the team back this year, and we thank, Stan Coffin, Cody Drover, who played a big role in getting all the players.
Andre Gill
made a lot of phone calls and texts and that, and then you've got the other guys who a lot of people don't know about. Mark Thomas has done a great job.
Yeoman's work,
he's done a tremendous amount of work behind the scenes. He was working with
Bob
Stan
Hitches,
over
Paul
the last
Levine.
year. Bob and Paul,
Mike Brent, even when Mike decided to join the team late, but at the same time, all of those core group of people, and it doesn't happen by accident. And there were other people along the way, but George, yes, to piggyback off of your coattails there, it has bowled very well for the team this year, and I think going into next year. The league is a good league.
Yep.
It's very competitive. We'll see what transpires now in the herder, but to come down here each and every weekend, and me and you get excited about coming and doing the games, seeing your Saturdays and your Sundays, and oh my goodness, 800,000 people. It's great. And not only that, but the spin-off for Monarch Hockey, George. Speaking to people in Monarch Hockey, when the Cataracts are now back, there's more kids playing Monarch Hockey and more parents coming down, and they're saying, I'd like to be a Cataract one day. And it works that way. I'm sure when there's people in, Sudbury, Ontario, and other places, the Greater Toronto area, they're saying, I'd like to be a Toronto Maple Leaf. I'd like to play Major Junior. Well, right here, you look up the Cataracts. Yeah. And the Cataracts, and, we talked about how the Cataracts have gone in to do some reading things in the schools and have given back to the community because the community has given so much to them.
Yeah, you talked about the kids. I remember, and we may have talked about this somewhere over the years, but growing up as a little kid, coming down here to watch the Cataracts play and seeing guys like Leo Murphy, the Faulkners, and others, and it was like going to an NHL game for us as little kids. We really didn't know the difference.
No.
And these were our hockey
And there
heroes.
wasn't any difference for us.
No.
Right? And the thing is, I can remember coming down, George, and I can remember the Cataracts winning in 71, 72. They had a motorcade coming back from St. John's, and they had put us in the car, and we drove down past Bishop Falls down there, and we watched and waited for the cars to come, the Cataracts to come back, and had a motorcade back to Grand Falls, Windsor. Yeah. Grand Falls at the time, and I can remember coming down and watching the Cataracts, and I was, 71, 72. I was 8 years old. And then, when I first seen them live, watching in 81, 82, when they went back-to-back herders.
Right.
When really, that was the years of a lot of imports and a lot of phenomenal players, going to Humber Gardens over in Corner Brook and Gander Gardens and Stephenville Jets, where every team had ex-pros, ex-NHLers, and a lot of great local talent as well. I think about, going to Corner Brook and Dan Cormier, a phenomenal player. Bruce Campbell, who later joined the Cataracts. And, I look at the Tom Coolins.
I mentioned Tom Coolin was on that team in the early 80s.
Yes, he was. Well, he played for a couple of years with the Cataracts. Had two herders before he decided to coach and get a herder.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Many years later.
Yeah.
and a lot
and
of
now he's
stuff,
over in Fife.
A lot of stuff in between. Coaching Team Latvia in the Olympics, coaching with the Buffalo Sabres.
Yeah.
And then
and a great storyteller.
Oh, yeah, great guy. And then, as you say, back here to coach the Cataracts, took them to a Allen Cup victory.
Yeah.
And now over in the English Elite League. or the Elite Ice Hockey League.
Yeah.
With the Fife Flyers.
I had a chat with Tom last week, and he's doing well. And if you're listening, Tom, and of course the other thing is Al Thomas was listening to us last night, George. I'm sure he's enjoying something on the golf course today. And I got to give a shout out to a good buddy of mine, Eddie O'Keefe's birthday today. Happy 59th, Eddie. And is there any bigger name than Eddie O'Keefe, the luck of the Irish? Have a good one.
Have a good one, Eddie. There you see starting goaltender for the Cataracts. That's Tyler Whiffen. And remember last night Tyler came in to replace Curtis Barton, then ran to the dressing room.
Yes.
Apparently his goal stick had broken, and he didn't have the spare one on the bench. He had to run into the dressing room and grab it.
George, I was going to say, when he came off the ice, he spoke to the official, and when he came back, I said, that's not the same goal stick. And that's...
I didn't notice that. Again, you noticed these things.
But I wouldn't say it because you make fun of me.
It's never stopped you before.
No, that's true.
Just getting the introduction to the starting lineups from stadium announcer John Thompson. We'll get the national anthem, and then we will be underway. Game 4 in the Cataracts and the Red Wings.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Remove your caps and hats as Miss Kelly Stone sings our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Contendons s'écouter les pays, il sait porter la croix. Ton espoir tu épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we
All right, again, we welcome you inside the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium. Game 4, Central West Senior Hockey League Finals. See who gets to move on to the Herder Championship against the St. John's Caps. Red Wings lead this series 3-0. A couple of close games in Deer Lake last weekend. Last night, Red Wings ran away with it. 7-2 was the final. Starting goal for the Red Wings, once again, will be Billy Clark. As you mentioned, Tyler Whiffen gets the nod for the Cataracts this afternoon.
Another different line combination here today, George, we see for the Cataracts. Deer Lake are going with their pet number 1 line.
And they've got Langdon and Hines and Coffey out there. Gillard to Sims. Gillard's got it up through the middle. Coffey gets in front. Coffey with a chance, and Whiffen has to make a save early.
George, I talked about at the outset of the game how many times that Deer Lake were able to come through the middle of the ice last night with long passes. That was another example right there. Their D-men just moved the puck so well, George. They passed the puck so hard.
Cataracts control it from the face-off. Fitzgerald was pushed to the boards. Deer Lake come up with it. Again, that forecheck of Deer Lake that we saw last night, it was just relentless. They're back on it again.
It's relentless now.
Once the puck went in the Cataracts' end, it would tend to stay there for prolonged periods of time. Cataracts just get rid of it at center. Sims got a stick on it over to Gillard. He fanned on it, brought in by Sims. He feeds it back at the point. And Cataracts, all three, bunched up together in the center. Red Wings change, Cataracts change. Number 1 line comes out now for the Cataracts.
Got to have a little bit more separation.
Gill with a bit of room. Allowed to bring it in. Gill was looking for Drover. Couldn't get a stick on it. Winter will hold it in. In behind the net, Drover. Over in the corner, Gill will pick it up for the Cataracts. Andre Gill back at the point. Cantwell wrists it in. Wide of the goal. Comes here to the near boards. Picked up by Robinson. The big defenseman. Robinson lugging it in. Pushed off the puck by Winter. And it's Jordan Maher. Maher swinging wide. Maher fed it right through the crease. Nobody there to get a stick on it for the Cataracts. Corey Brent gets an early shift. Keeps it in. He's out there with big brother Mike. The two Brent brothers on defense. Drover in over the blue line. Drover. Shot snatched out of the air. May have been going wide. Clark doesn't take any chances. Holds on to it. 18:21 to go here in the first.
Sorry, George. I think one of the things having the two Brents out there, particularly Corey, Mike plays a lot of boys, but Corey never got out till about 3 or 4 minutes left in the game last night. But I think one of the things that's sending a message today, not only from the coaching staff, but to Corey and to Deer Lake, is that I think the game was a little easy for them last night. Corey Brent is going to make you understand that it's not going to be easy.
Canes dumps it in. Mike Brent behind the goal. Leaves it in the corner. Fitzgerald mishandled it. Comes off the boards. Out into the middle. It's kept onside. Now it'll come out. Pouncing on it was Fitzgerald. Daring with a shot. That one off of number 4, Snow. And there's a hit after the play.
It's going to be a head hit here, George.
And Mike Brent is having nothing to do with that. You mentioned the Cataracts are not going to make this an easy game for the Red Wings.
No, he was following up on the check on Deering. Deering was in a sort of a vulnerable position, George, and he got hit hard in the head area into the boards.
Yeah, Daring was involved in that scuffle late in the game last night. This
He
may be
was.
some carryover from that. Corey Brent was involved in that as well for the Cataracts.
Well, George, I don't know if you noticed there 40 seconds ago when Robinson was coming back, he finished his check on Maher hard on the boards.
Mike Brent has gone to the penalty box.
Yeah, he's going to get 2 for coming in late, roughing, no doubt. I think that's probably going to be there's got to be offsetting penalties here. It can't be one person. It's absurd.
I didn't notice if there was a penalty call on that initial play. It's,
George, the
Lucas
whistle.
McKay gone to the box.
The whistle had gone, but I didn't look at either, or I didn't see either official with their arm up.
Right now, McKay is in the box for the Red Wings. Mike Brent in there for the Cataracts as they are discussing it down at the penalty box area.
And I tell you, Deering got hit hard behind the net. Really hard. And something tells me that, Deer Lake said, he hit our D-man last night, Sims, with a really hard hit over by the boards, and I'm sure that was a message.
Well, you wanted a little bit of intensity, which we didn't think we got last night until the final minute when the game was well decided.
And there wasn't much intensity even in that, but it's going to be a different ball game here today, George. This is where you really have to have good veteran officials step up, let the game be played, let it be hard, let it be rough, but don't let it get out of hand.
Again, a player each in the penalty box, nothing up on the board. I don't know if that means they're going to be offsetting or they just don't have anything put up yet. But most likely offsetting?
I would think. I don't know what else it could be, but the face-off is going down the other end, which leads me to believe that the Cataracts got extra because the face-off was down in the other corner.
Yeah, another player got into the box.
Yeah, so
Nick Fitzgerald for the Cataracts. So the extra penalty to Brent.
George, you can mark my words. Corey Brent is going to receive a little bit more ice time today.
Yeah. So likely 4 for roughing against Brent, 2 for McKay, or the original one. That's why the extra player's gone in the box as well for the Cataracts. All right, Red Wings on the power play. Goes up on the board now.
Not what the Cataracts wanted to start off short-handed.
No, Robinson with a shot, Whiffen with the save. Rebound was there. Comes back to the point. Gildert able to hold it in.
But I do like the response by Mike Brent.
Penalty to the Cataracts, number 5. Mike
Robinson
Brent,
down
2
low.
minutes for
Hines.
roughing. Number 45, Nick Fitzgerald, 2 minutes for roughing. To Deer Lake, number 97, Lucas McKay, 2 minutes for roughing.
Comes into the crease.
All 2:07.
I think Fitzgerald picked up his own 2 minutes for roughing. What's the call?
And McKay of the Deer Lake Red Wings, 2 minutes for roughing.
Okay.
Brent
He only got 2.
and Fitzgerald, 2 minutes each. McKay just with the 2 minutes. And
Not sure how just one person gets 2 minutes for roughing. I've always wondered that, unless you're roughing with yourself.
I guess if the
But
other-
I thought there was going to be a penalty on daring on the check. Obviously, there was not.
right from the face-off, a shot comes in. Whiffen had to make the save.
Referee lost sight of it. That's what he's telling the player there now. He's
Yeah.
saying, I lost sight of it.
Quick whistle.
Yeah.
Minute 30 to go in the power play.
We've got a lot
Interesting
going
start.
on early.
Yeah.
We've got a lot going on early, George. I like it.
Cataracts win that face-off, clear it down the ice. That'll help kill some time. Clark comes out to play it. Around the boards. Little miscommunication. Drover read that.
That's a bad play for him there.
Didn't get it deep, though, so the Red Wings are able to bring it out. Shot in behind the net. Drover's got it. Turns easy, clear. Cody
See,
Drover.
If you're going to dump the puck in on a power play, George, you got to have bodies going, but you can't dump it if you're stood still at the blue line. Just gave right to the Cataracts. And easy exit.
All right, into the second minute of the power play. Red Wings gain the zone. Back to point for Gillard. Over to Hines. Hoping for a deflection. More of a pass to the far post. Nobody able to get a stick on it. Now Hines has got it. This is a shot right on goal. Hit Whiffen. Goes into the corner.
That was going for the far corner.
That was an accurate shot. Along the boards. Coffey sends it down the ice.
George, we've talked a lot about, how Brandon Hines can shoot the puck. One of the most underrated parts of his game, he's a tremendous passer. Had 2 assists last night on a goal, but he just passes the puck so well and hard.
Thomas gets it in deep. Daring in there. Daring fanned on it. Got it again. Hounded by a couple of Red Wings players. Sims will bring it out. Just 2 seconds to go in the power play. Sims takes a hard hit along the boards as the penalty expires.
A lot of players finishing their checks, George.
So Fitzgerald is out of the box. Mike Brent stays in. That shot ripped wide. It'll come all the way out. Oak has it for the Red Wings at center. Goes the other side for Robinson. Robinson shoots it in right on goal. Whiffen's got that. He will hold on to it. 15:26 to go. First period, no score.
Yeah, looking at Dix out there, I thought Dix had 2 really good periods last night, George. Thought he's one of the top 3 forwards for the Cataracts. Getting some more ice time here again today. Didn't see him a lot in the third period last night with a lot of the things going on, but he was, I thought, a bright spot for the Cataracts last night, and otherwise not real great night.
Face-off win for the Red Wings. We are 5-on-5. The last stoppage in play, Brent and McKay able to come out of the box, pass ahead. Here's Gill. Gill's got some room. Gill with a shot. Blocker save made by Clark. Gill threw it right through the crease. Went off the defenseman's skate and then wide. Corey Brent around the other side. Mike Brent will get to it there. In for Gill. Sweeps it behind the net for for Drover rather. Drover came out. That hit the post. Drover elected to shoot it himself and just caught a piece of the post. Shot down the ice. This is likely going to be icing. It is, and let's hear again from our webcast sponsor, Skur. The Skur Group of companies located in Grand Falls, Windsor is proud to sponsor this webcast of Cataracts hockey. The Skur Group, providing plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and security systems to both commercial and residential customers. To learn more, call 709-393-2600 or check out their website at skurgroup.ca. Now that one right off the crossbar. Chance for the Cataracts there.
Steven Sims tried to clear it and shot it right off his own crossbar.
That's put in wide of the goal. Fed out in front. It rattles around off a couple of skates and comes to the near boards.
I like the way Deering came down to support his D.
Brandon Hines in over the blue line, but just right next to him, Coffey stepped in.
Langdon on the far side here, I think,
okay.
George, or the near side for us. But the thing is that Hines, who was carrying the puck in over, he actually straddled, and as he did, it slowed himself up, and Langdon went in a little offside. That is a really good line. They work well together. There we go.
Langdon's going to get waved out. Coffey will come in to take the face-off.
It's a good chop on the stick.
Against Deering. Deering's got to burn his saddle.
Yeah, that's
Going back to late last night. Hines gets the return pass back to Langdon. Looking for Coffey. It went off his skate. Tipped out towards the blue line and brought out by Fitzgerald. Josh Fitzgerald drops it for Coffey. Coffey with a shot. Had a stick tied up and the puck just slides down to the goaltender and Clark will cover it.
Coffey's got to be a little quicker, George. On the back pressure for the Red Wings, they know that if you turn pucks over, which they did, then you got to get on your horse to get back to provide support. Nice little drop pass, but Coffey was a little slow, didn't feel the pressure behind him, wasn't able to get a real strong shot away. Cataracts are playing better between the dots today, George. You know, pushing pucks to the boards and playing better between the dots, which is effective.
Battle down in the corner. Kyle King, who I don't think played last night. Certainly didn't get any ice time.
No, can't remember you calling his name.
So shot in on Whiffen. Whiffen's got that and holds on. And we get another face-off in the Cataracts end.
Got to mention it to the uniform staff for the Cataracts, too, that they're going to have to put the initial C and M for Corey and Mike Brent.
Puck in behind the Cataracts net. Mike Brent trying to catch up to it. He does. Plays it off the boards. Parsons was looking for it. That went off a skate, a Red Wings player all the way down the ice. Clark out to play it. Over to McKay. McKay just avoids a hit. And the puck goes down to the corner. Byrne is in there again. King tried to throw it out in front. Cleared away by Snow. Back behind his goal. Anderson dumps it in. Parsons in looking for it. Comes to the side of the goal. Parsons tips it into the corner. David Byrne will get there first for the Cataracts. Off the glass. Down the ice. And on goal, so no icing. Just enough curl on it. Long area pass for Mullet. He'll go and get it. And Mullet gets hit into the boards. That was Mike Brent. Off the boards, Drover takes it smartly. Drover working against Robinson, feeds it out for Marr. Marr with a shot that goes wide, held in by Cantwell. Cantwell down low. Drover tried to get it to Marr. Marr's got it, shoots it, blocked by the defense, and then covered up. No, Robinson headed under him, managed to get up.
They let him. You got to fight for that puck. Can't allow him to do that.
And an icing call.
Cataracts were too nice then. George, I got to go back to that pass that Mike Brent made coming out of his zone. He had two guys in front of him. Instead of him passing it to Cody Drover, he actually decided to curve it off the boards and come up and made a great pass.
Outlet pass. Hines gets it, gives it back to Langdon. Langdon trying to cut in, and he was stopped by Cantwell on a good play. Gill. Off the stick, goes in behind the goal. Drover in looking for it. Red Wings come up with it. Hines. That hit his stick. Coffey to the boards looking for Langdon. Drover got there first for the Cataracts. Coffey knocked down by Drover. Puck along the boards. Gillard comes up with it. Gillard knocked off his stick. Marr has it. Off the boards. For Gill. Gill goes down. It gets physical out there. Gill still down. Drover trying to work in. Well, not much room to move out there.
No. A lot of physical contact there. Much more today than there was for the entire game last night.
Yeah, there's more, we used this word a few times, but there's more intensity here this afternoon than we
Much
saw
more.
last night. Sims, right in front, they throw it around,
Oh,
what a goal!
What a play, what a play, what a play. George,
Jasper Dixon, we praised last night, comes up with the opening goal.
And George, I really thought Sims was going to shoot it. It looked like he was in a phenomenal position. And then I thought that he was going to shoot it on the side of the net. they fooled me twice, which is not hard to do.
Great passing here.
All 5 guys touched the puck on this. Right here, this is a beautiful pass. So I thought he was going to shoot, and then he just dishes it off. Late guy coming in.
I mean, great patience there not to shoot. I agree with you. I thought he was going to shoot it, but
On the side of the net, I said, well, it's going to be an empty netter for him, and he dishes it off to the man coming late, and it's a better empty netter. That's the nicest goal you're going to see. That's offsides.
yeah, Cataracts clear the zone.
Well, that's a start that the Cataracts needed.
Cataracts goal scored by number 63, Jasper Dix. Assist number 29.
Snow avoids the hit, dumps it in.
Number 52, Josh Fitzgerald.
Brent gets it to Brent. Good outlet pass for May. May gets it to center, shoots it in, heads to the bench. There's Thomas for the Red Wings. Off the boards. Parsons avoided the hit, lost the puck.
One thing you know, when Corey Brent's out on the ice, you better have your head up because he's going to get a piece of you somehow.
Fitzgerald got it out in front. Back at the point, Mike Brent winds up, blocked by Thomas. Darington looking for it. Backhanded out, gets past Brent. Not touched, so it'll be icing against the Red Wings. 9:39 to go.
That puck came out to Mike Brent there on the D position, George, but it was a rolling puck. He wasn't able to get a lot on it.
Billy Clark, the Red Wings goaltender, had to go over and get a new stick. His goaltender stick was broken.
Well, we had that last night. Can't understand these sticks breaking. They're only $350 a pop.
I think they'd last forever, wouldn't you?
I think so.
Winter, off a leg, goes in behind the goal. Coffey is there. Kicked into the corner. Canes gets there first for the Red Wings, and he's knocked down. And then the Cataract player, Coffey, is knocked down. Much more physical than last night's game.
A little bit of a cross check there. Yeah, much more physical, and of course, it's exciting.
Turnover down in the Cataracts, and or almost a turnover. They get away with it. They'll go D to D about 5 times.
That's too many.
Gets dangerous. They do get it out. Gill. Marr's in. Marr with a shot. Clark comes out top of the paint, cuts down the angle, doesn't give up a rebound.
And that's one thing that you know is with Clark. He really comes out to challenge shooters, George. And he plays the puck very well. Even though they had a little bit of a miscommunication a couple of shifts ago on the power play, but he plays the puck well.
Marr shot. Good blocker save made by Clark. Hines turning back inside his own end. Plays it back. Gillard over to Sims. Tipped in by Coffey. Hines was looking for it. Coffey following up on it. Down for Hines. He stumbles. Puck goes into the corner. Daring couldn't get it out. Gillard with a shot. That was an accurate, hard shot. Whiffen had to get his blocker on that to keep it out.
2 opportunities to clear the puck, George, and they never got it done. Those have a way of coming back to haunt you.
King shoots it in. Gets a little bump from Gillard. Puck goes up along the boards. Anderson waiting for it there. Gave it away. Chance for the Cataracts. A shot by King is stopped. Anderson's got it again. Brent going back to get the rolling puck. Moves it around to Corey Brent. And Corey Brent with a soft pass. That was picked off. Went right through the crease. And Robert, you're shaking your head at that one.
I don't know who he was passing it to.
Brent's got it again off the boards to King. This one will work as King will bring it out. Kyle King shoots it down into the far corner. McKay is in there. Thomas turning back behind his goal. Leaves it in the corner for McKay. McKay slowing things down just a little bit here for Deer Lake. Snow cutting in through the middle. Snow backhands it down deep into Cataract territory. Brent is on it. That'll get out. Oak will shoot it in. McKay back to get it. Stops up behind the goal. Goes out the other side. Coming off the boards, looking for Park. Park down into the corner. Threw it out into the crease, cleared away by the Cataracts, and they'll lug it out. Sims, all on his own, will shoot it in. He'll go into forecheck. Clark got to it. The goaltender played it out. Park had it knocked off his stick by Sims. May has got it, tried to center it. That's intercepted. Will go the other way. Park across the ice. Mullet turns, shoots it in. He'll go to the bench. Whiffen leaves it there. Jeremy Drover drops it off, and he'll get the return pass. Up for Sims. That one off a skate, still in the Cataracts' end. May has got it. He's looking for Dix. Dix gets a stick on it, chops it in. Coffey for the Red Wings. Off the boards. May will pick that up for the Cats, drop it back to his defense. Off the boards, brought in by Nick Fitzgerald. He'll shoot it. He'll get a lot on it. Save for Clark. Rebound was there. Comes back to the point. Here's a little bit of room. Drover doesn't shoot it. Put it in deep. Dix has got it. Tried to feed it out in front. Nice play by Robinson to break that up. Coffey pushed against the boards. Coffey trying to get it out. Finally they do clear it. Waiting up at the blue line was Hines. Brandon Hines steps in. Snapshot. Stopped by Drover. Hines is knocked down in the corner. A much more physical Cataracts team from what we saw last night, Robert.
Definitely. Finishing the checks, making everybody pay.
There's going to be a
That's
penalty. May took a swipe at the puck, and on the sort of the recoil of the stick, took the feet out from under the Dare Lake player, and the Red Wings will have their second power play opportunity with 5:06 to go here.
Yes, and they looked good on their last one, George. And the thing is, about a minute and a half ago, George, the Cataracts on their shift, they actually had three of their guys on the wrong side of the ice, or on the same side of the ice, and the Dare Lake Red Wings recognized it and were able to bring the puck back out on the left side with no forecheck. You can't have three guys on one side of the ice on a forecheck. It's just too easy a play to move the puck out of your zone.
All right, Cataracts win the face-off, send it down the ice.
2 minutes for tripping. Time to penalty, 14:54. May for tripping at 14.
McKay. Anderson, he'll go into the corner with Brent. Anderson with some speed. Cataracts come up with it. Bring it out, short-handed. Cody Drover in over the line. Was looking for Marr. That was picked off, and the Red Wings come back the other way. Anderson feeds it across. McKay leaves it back there. Shot down the ice, right on goal. Clark has got it. 1:15 to go in the power play. He'll leave it for Steven Sims. Red Wings are changing.
Mike Brent was limping going off the ice as well. George, don't know if he took a shot to the foot or not.
Keep an eye on that, see if he comes back. Langdon stops in the corner. Josh Fitzgerald hard off the glass, but kept in by Hines to Gillard. Gillard with a shot right on goal. Somehow Whiffen saw it and keeps it out. And again, player pays the price standing in front of the goaltender.
So you should.
That's Langdon went down.
More of a bear hug. Fall back on him. Wasn't a cross check to the back, which is, if you're a centerman in front of the net like that there, you expect that. Those are the ones that you come back on. They don't hurt you.
Darren Langdon wanted a penalty. I don't know if you heard that. We could hear it all the way up here. We're up high on the other side of the ice, and we heard Darren on that one. Well, if the coach isn't an advocate for your team, I'm not sure what you're doing out there.
I had a good chat with Darren last night as we were going over behind the post office. I said, I hope that your vehicle's not the one that's blocking the ramp.
Yeah, they called to get some vehicles moved last night. I said, move them now or they're going to be towed. You can't stop the mail, Robert.
And actually, George, when I got over there last night, there was the big transport truck unloading the mail. I could see why they would have said, because they wouldn't have been able to get there.
Just 30 seconds to go in the man advantage here for the Red Wings. I'll get it in behind the Cataracts net. Nick Fitzgerald got to it, just kept onside. Linesman had a long look at that one.
Yeah, I think Gillard did a good job, I thought.
Cataracts win it, send it down the ice.
It's going to be a delay penalty here on the Cataracts again, George. Behind the play, there was a chop. going to be a cross check, George.
Going to Fitzgerald. Just 7 seconds to go. The Red Wings tried to give the puck to the Cataracts to get a little longer with the 5-on-3. Cataracts wouldn't touch it. 7 seconds to go in the first penalty, so a brief 5-on-3.
20 seconds before that, Brandon Hodge was yelling out. Let him touch the puck, let him touch the puck. A lot of discussions with players and officials here now. And I'm going to think, George, that at the end of this period, officials are going to go to both coaches and their captain's going to say, okay, regardless of what you think has happened, we cannot be taking any more verbal abuse.
Well, Red Wings now 5-on-4. May came out of the penalty box, and one of his teammates came off the bench. He almost got caught too many men, but it was away from the play. May stays out there.
Wolfen made a phenomenal pad save.
Hard shot. That hit a skate in front. Didn't get through to the goal, then to the boards, and the Cataracts clear it. Minute 30 to go in the 5-on-4. Here's a giveaway. Here's Maher with a shot. Gillard gets back to get a stick on it, and the puck goes up and out of play.
They're trying to catch the Cataracts, who were having two guys going for a line change, and they wanted to get up and get a 3-on-1 breakaway, and the pass just wasn't hard enough, and Maher was able to step up in the neutral zone to pick that puck up.
Minute 26 to go in the penalty to Josh Fitzgerald. Sims forced back. Watched by Coffey. Gives it to McKay. McKay back to Sims. Now Sims has got some room. To center here on the right side. Gives it to Thomas, and Thomas will shoot it in. He'll let it go back at the point. McKay, Sims. Right on goal. It was loose there for a second, and Whiffen covers it up. I think he thought the defenseman was going to be able to clear it for him.
I thought it looked like he was trying to redirect it towards him. It hit off him and came right back to him.
Shots on goal even at 10 apiece. We've got 2:09 to play in the first period. 1-0 Cataracts. 54 seconds to go in the power play for the Red Wings. McKay keeps it in over at the left point. For Parsons, back to Sims. Sims right in front is deflected over the top of the goal. Good deflection there by Thomas, just missed. Then it comes right into the crease. Thomas looking for it. It rattles around and goes to the boards. Back at the point, Sims has it. Steven Sims winds up, big slap shot. Another pad save by Whiffen. The rebound was there for...
I think Winter saved the day.
Yeah, Parsons was all alone. I think Winter just got a stick on it enough to redirect it. Parsons was looking for the one-timer on the rebound. McKay shot, another save by Whiffen. Got a blocker on it, directed it over the top of the goal. Dozen seconds to go in the power play. Cataracts clear it, and that should pretty much do it.
That was going to be another back-end pass, which it hit Winter's stick. He didn't even know that it hit it.
The Cataracts kill off another one.
It's a big kill.
Yeah, here late in this first period. Just over a minute to go. It's just knifed in by Park. Let's get it. Hard off the glass. Robinson for the Red Wings. Lifts it up at center. That pass, not sure where that was headed. And now the Cataracts aren't happy. They're saying Robinson didn't even attempt to play that puck.
No, well, the Cataracts were delayed offside as well, and it was shot back in. Andre Gill was trying to retrieve his stick down below the goal line.
Goal mistake there by the Cataracts. Icing puts the face-off in their end with 46 seconds to go in the period. Big face-off here. Cataracts win it. Jeremy Drover takes it behind his goal. Cody Drover. The blue line looking for Maher. It's back at the point. Gill's got it. Andre Gill flips it down looking for Drover. He missed him. Jeremy Drover down to Cody Drover. Shot on goal. Rebound was here to get it back to Drover. Tried to get it over to Maher. Puck was bouncing. They'll go the other side. Gill with a shot and a glove save made by Clark.
George,
14 seconds to go.
I think Gill is just trying to get that puck in the area of the goaltender by his pads, hoping for a rebound, because he didn't take one of his big howitzers that he normally takes. But good puck movement at that particular time.
Coffey has it taken away by Marr. Drover trying to cut inside. Knocked off his stick. Josh Fitzgerald can't touch it. Would have been offside. Drover was caught in. So pretty good opening period. Good one for the home side. They're trying to stave off elimination. They lead it 1-0 after 20 minutes. And I'll use the word again. Much more intensity this afternoon than what we saw last night.
From the opening shift, George, we've seen a couple of not only good hits, but also good finishing checks.
Yeah, there's to get it. Shots on goal after 20 minutes, 12-11.
Yeah, and
favoring the Cataracts.
Last night it was a little lopsided at the end of the game, 42-20.
Yep.
But, George, I was telling you earlier that I think that the officials are going to go, and I'm watching the officials here now. They're going to both coaches. And speaking of and I know that they're saying, guys, whether we missed a call or not, there's been a lot of yelling and shooting and so on and so forth. We're not going to put up with it anymore. We've given you opportunities now. And I think this is good on the officials' part. We heard Darren yell at a couple things. We've heard the bench here. We've heard players yelling. Listen, you got to allow the officials to do their game. Now, I was one of the worst coaches ever when it came to yelling at officials. However, it doesn't change it, and it never helps you. Right now, those officials, and they understand that this is a big game. And you don't mind taking criticism, but it can't be shift after shift after shift. Where's the barrage coming from?
It gets relentless.
You just can't do it. And I watched both officials go there then, and I'm sure that was their message.
All right, you called it. You saw it coming about 7 or 8 minutes ago.
There was no question.
All right, we are into the first intermission here at the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium. Game number 4, the Central West Senior Hockey League final between the Red Wings and the Cataracts. Cataracts lead it 1-0. We'll be back with period number 2 in just a few minutes. The Skur Group of companies located in Grand Falls, Windsor is proud to sponsor this webcast of Cataracts hockey. The Skur Group, providing plumbing, electrical, HVAC and security systems to both commercial and residential customers. To learn more, call 709-393-2600 or check out their website at skurgroup.ca. All right, teams are back out on the ice for the start of period number 2. 1-0 Cataracts after the opening 20 minutes of play as they try and hang on and send this to a game 5 in Deer Lake next Friday night. Deer Lake wins. Of course, they move on to the Herder, which starts in 2 weeks' time, March 29th at the CBS Arena against the St. John's Caps. Waiting for Tyler Whiffen to get ready down the Cataracts net. We are underway here in period number 2. No penalties on the board to start this second period. Right up through the middle, that's going to go on goal, so that'll negate any icing, and we'll start with a face-off now down in the Red Wings end, just 10 seconds into the second period.
George, I'm looking down on the Cataracts bench, and I'm sure the Cataracts faithful are happy to see Mike Brent back out. He took a little bit of a stinger, something at the end of the first period, but he's back. Looks like he's ready to go.
Hines, pass to Coffey. Coffey goes into forecheck. Langdon wrap around. Whiffen kept it out. It slides through the paint and cleared out by the Cats.
It's got to be a hooking penalty. There was no call.
Yeah, the Cataracts were calling for the hook.
Well, stick is up and underneath his arm, George. That's a no-brainer.
Whiffen reaches up, grabs that, and yeah, that did look like it was a hook, but no call.
And not only that, but it's down. Like the D-man for the Cataracts is trying to go get the puck, and the stick is up and underneath his arm. I guarantee the officials here in front of the bench here now, the Cataracts.
And Tyler Whiffen was talking to the referee about something that happened in his crease just a moment ago.
A lot of good conversations going on. I like it.
Sims, right on goal. Whiffen sees that, hangs on. It's 40 seconds into the second period. We've had 3 whistles already.
Yeah. Never had much like that at all in the first.
I'm sure it'll pick up. Drover gets to center, dumps it in. Murray going into forecheck. Gillard gets there first. Gillard turning in the corner. Comes back to the point, kept in by the Cataracts behind the goal. Drover couldn't catch up to it. Sims working it up along the boards. He's stopped. Referee goes down in the corner.
Little wipeout.
Murray tried to feed it down for Drover. It's poked free to the near boards. Gill getting over there. Comes back to the point. Cantwell winds up. Put it well wide of the goal. It'll come all the way out. Brandon Hines, look out. Hines steps in, shoots it, went off the stick of Winter, up and out of play.
D-man did a good job staying in the middle, forcing him to shoot it from out there. The thing is, though, Brandon Hines, being the shooter he is, he can use that D-man as a bit of a screen, shoot it between his legs, under the stick. Very difficult for the goaltender to pick up.
Puck comes to the near boards. Oak steps into it. He put it wide, then gets knocked down. Cataracts come up with it. They'll bring it out. It's Fitzgerald. Fed it in front. Backhand. Billy Clark comes across with a great save.
What a beautiful pass.
Daring in front. Puck's in the paint. Another shot. I think Clark got a piece of that one as well.
I think he did.
Good shift here for the Cataracts. Mike Brent backhands it behind the goal. They'll get it down in deep. Daring was in front. They couldn't get him the puck. Comes to the boards. Look out. Mike Brent stepped into his man. You can see that coming.
All the way. Oh, what a spinorama.
A little spinorama by Fitzgerald. Thomas trying to stay with him. Forces him behind the goal. Over into the corner. Fitzgerald staying with it. Back at the point.
That's a clear slash. He got a good chop on the arm, and I can see Coach Whalen is giving it to the official below us.
Up through the middle. That pass off the mark. Byrne plays it back to his defense. Mike Brent up ahead was looking for King. King had cut to the middle. Brent was expecting to go to the boards, and that'll be icing.
As the official comes back to center ice, George, I can guarantee you there's going to be some conversation.
McKay doesn't shoot it, and along the boards. Puck is held there. Players pile in. Red Wings come up with it. Here's McKay. This time he does shoot it. Whiffen made the save. Jeremy Drover. It was good work to get away.
Yeah, it was a really nice move to free him up some ice and give him some time and space.
Fitzgerald gave it away to Canes. Looked up and fanned on the pass.
It's not where it should have been going to begin with, George. He's got to stay fruit up here at the boards. He did that earlier in the game as well.
Got away with that.
Yeah, he breathed a sigh of relief.
Now McKay with some room up the middle. McKay pulls it back, shoots it. That went wide. Not sure Whiffen saw it.
Went off a Cataract skate.
Byrne gave it away. Langdon is tripped up, and that's going to be a penalty to the Cataracts.
Those are just two terrible passes by the Cataracts through the neutral zone, George, with nobody even in sight, only white and red jerseys. I just don't get it. You got to come to soft and the easy play up the boards. They got away with one before. They didn't get away with that one, at least. Not from a scoring perspective.
So they're back on the penalty kill are the Cataracts. Just comes out. Hines drops it back. Gillard. Langdon. Back to Hines. Hines in over the blue line. Hines making a move. Gets around to the outside. Got a shot away. Whiffen made the save. Rebound is there. Back to Robinson. Robinson tried to get it in front. Went off the skate of Dix. That goes up along the glass. Into the corner. Hines has it back at the point. Robinson. Cross scores. Langdon.
Just too good a puck movement, George. Left to right, they battled down low, and it was a battle for all four Cataracts, but penalties will kill you as a result of two bad passes, and now we're tied up at one apiece.
And here it is.
This Deer Lake Red Wings team, George, just watch as they move the puck. Four guys touch this puck. Really nice down low, what we call a nice flower pass over. Langdon makes no mistake, roofs it, 1-1.
It didn't have a lot of room up there, but
Nope.
found it. So we're tied at 1.
And I talked about George, he got away with it, but didn't get away with it in the penalty, and of course not on the score sheet.
Yeah, the turnover
Yeah.
led to the goal. Red Wings dump it high off the glass. Back to get it, Scott Cantwell. That's picked off, and Parsons will bring it back in for the Red Wings. He gets stopped. Gill fed it in front. Stick went high in the air. That was Marr's stick. Cataracts again calling for a penalty. So he had the stick knocked out of his hands. Marr with a chance, a shot that hit some traffic in front. Back of the point, Mike Brandt has it.
A lot of stuff going on here.
Oh, there is. Brandt with a shot goes in wide. Marr was looking for it. Red Wings fired around the boards. Brent couldn't hold it in. Corey Brandt has got it. Brent turning. That's a couple of Red Wings. Good work. Gets it in deep.
Yeoman's work there.
That protected the puck well against two white jerseys.
Protected the puck well and won the battle and got the puck in. That's a high stick right
Yeah,
there.
they got a tap on the head. That one they got.
Well, so they should.
Right down below us. We saw it. We heard it. There's Nick Fitzgerald. Touched up, and Cataracts will go on the power play.
Yeah, and the Cataracts. I mean, we could see that plain as day. You could hear it.
That was directly below us. So Anderson goes to the penalty box. First power play for the Cataracts in this game.
Well, the Cataracts have had, they played a good game thus far, and they had a good start to this second period. Unfortunately, a couple of bad turnovers resulted in a goal against them on the power play. Now they have a chance to respond and rebound.
Marr against Langdon in the face-off circle.
Need to play strong between the dots here and move the puck a little quicker.
McKay along the boards. Gets to it, sends it down the ice.
Penalty to the Red Wings, number 72, Johnny Anderson.
Hines in there forechecking, shorthanded.
27. Anderson
Causing some trouble for the Cataracts. Now Cody Drover with it. Drover lugs it out. Drover in over the blue line, leaves it back at the point for Gill. Fitzgerald Got a little bit of room, but no traffic in front. Easy catch there for Billy Clark.
I like the way that he was patient, but then he got rid of the puck. He did a nice little delay move at the blue line, but he needs to wait for the guy who's behind him to come in front, or he's going to move it around. It's just too easy a play for the goaltender.
Red Wings win the faceoff, shoot it down the ice, and Fitzgerald's got to hustle back. Park is going to chase him down. Gets it to the boards. Gill, he'll leave it for Nick Fitzgerald. He'll go the other side, past to Drover. Cody Drover down in the corner, leaves it there for Jordan Maher. Maher will set up. Maher having a look around, watched by Park. Into the middle for Gill. The Deer Lake player got a stick in the way of that, and it goes behind the goal. Gill has got it, back to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald centering it. He'll shoot it. Went wide, comes off the end boards. Maher's got it. Maher spinning, turning. 45 seconds to go in the power play. Maher trying to work in shooting position, went off his stick. Red Wings get it. Nobody back here at the point for the Cataracts. That'll go down the ice. Red Wings will change.
This is where George on a power play, they miss Mike Brent's presence up front in front of the net. I just don't get it.
There's Mike Brent out there now. See where he goes once his power play sets up. Right now, back at the point. Put it right in on goal, and Dick's got a stick on it. Dick's trying to jam it in. They get a couple of whacks at it. Still, it's loose. Finally, it's covered. 14 seconds to go in the power play.
But they needed a net presence, George, because they have nobody there, which it actually will occupy a D-man for Deer Lake Red Wings, and it frees up space for guys like Andre Gill and Maher in the slot area to get those one-timers. But really, the Deer Lake D don't need to pay any attention from Nick because there's nobody there. So they're coming out higher to take away that cross-seam pass.
Hines clears it down. That's likely going to do it. Langdon will get to it first. Short-handed. Langdon goes down in the corner. Well, that's going to do it. Penalty is now over. We're back to 5-on-5. Red Wings bring it in. That looked offside. Hines with a shot that just missed. Kept in by Robinson. Along the boards, Brandon Hines. Oak. Red Wings stay on it. It's that number one line. Coffey, Langdon, and Hines causing trouble. Brent takes his man hard to the boards. Puck comes up along the half wall. Cataracts get to it and get it out. Red Wings change up. Robinson up at center. Stepping away, Parsons. On the backhand, a weak one, cleared away by Whiffen. May off the boards. Cataracts don't get it out. Now it just comes out. You gotta be careful. Anderson was in there looking for it. Parsons, and Brent comes away. Brent turns, shoots it right on goal. Clark leaves it for Snow off the glass. Out at center, Nick Fitzgerald stops inside the blue line. Fitzgerald down into the corner. Now the Cataracts will work the cycle. Fitzgerald keeps it down in the corner. May was looking for it hard off the boards. Unable to get a stick on it was Cantwell, and that'll go down the ice. Winter going back to get it. Around to Cantwell. He missed it. Comes off the end boards. Off the glass. This one will come out. Sims back at his own blue line. As for Park, that failed to connect. Sims tried to drop it back for Drover. They're claiming he got hooked. A lot of complaining by the Cataracts in this second period.
There's a lot.
Whiffen leaves it for Josh Fitzgerald up along the boards. Nobody there. Red Wings have it. Mullet over the other side. One-timer, a hard one by Gillard. Hit some people in front, then is put wide. Mullet plays that in front. Back of the point. Gillard with a shot. And Whiffen's got that.
Yeah, George, there's been a... I don't know if they're missed calls or if the officials don't really think that they're impeding the stick, but there was a couple of really close ones there then. particularly when you're in a offensive position getting ready to shoot the puck. Most officials call those on a regular basis.
10:09 to go, second period. We've got a 1-1 tie. What has been so far a very good hockey game here at the Joe. Very entertaining.
Has been.
That's kept in. Cataracts come up with it. They'll move it to the far boards. Drover reaching back for it. He lost it. Caulfield bringing it in. Langdon heading for the front of the goal. Looking for the deflection. Langdon ran into Whiffen. No call on that one either.
Oh, well, he's taken in.
Yep.
I don't mind that one.
Mike Brent over the other side. Drover trying to catch up to it. Gillard is back to pick it up. Gillard turning. Little flip pass. It'll be kept in. Turning and shooting it was Gill. Hoping Drover or Maher might have been able to get a stick on it. Instead, the Red Wings get it. Gillard's got a bit of room. In over the blue line. Gillard shoots. Saved by Whiffen. Rebound is there. Goes into the corner. Maher has it. Maher high in the air. Jump ball.
Yeah.
Fitzgerald got a stick on it.
March Madness.
Yeah. Time of the year. Cataracts will change. 9 minutes to go. That missed everybody, and that's going to be icing against the Red Wings. And the face-off down to the right of goaltender Clark. Daring coming in to take the face-off against Thomas. Daring won it. Shot put wide of the goal. Brent gets over and holds it in. Coffey battling in there as well. Puck goes out of play. As they retrieve a new puck, let's hear again from our webcast sponsor, Skur Group. The Skur Group of companies located in Grand Falls, Windsor is proud to sponsor this webcast of Cataracts hockey. The Skur Group, providing plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and security systems to both commercial and residential customers. To learn more, call 709-393-2600 or check out their website at skurgroup.ca. Mike Brent flipping one in from outside the blue line that Clark has to hang on to. That one off a stick. Up high.
Very high. That's up and over the banners.
Yep. Ended up on the roof or the ceiling of the Bud Light Lounge.
Yeah. The upper concourse?
There you go. Let's call it that. Brent holds it in. Then lost it. Parsons. Little back pass. Anderson will take it, bring it in. Brent stays with him. Brent takes him to the boards. Brent able to get it out. He wins that board battle. It's lifted high as well. That one will stay in play and around behind the goal. It sits on the mesh. That should come outside.
George, I can't help but laugh as I was watching. Robinson had the puck over from the boards, and Fitzgerald went over to check him, and Robinson just turned his shoulder and put Fitzgerald got upended. Robinson just looked at him and had one of those wry smiles.
The old reverse hit on him.
Yeah. We're about to receive.
Got past McKay. Jumping on it is Sims. Sims trying to get it back for May. Put in front of the goal and cleared away by Deerlake. Cantwell back to pick it up. Cantwell up through the middle into the skates of Dix. Sims to Dix. Back to Sims. Changed direction and came to the side of the goal. Dix had a chance and Clark came up with the save.
Dix with another great opportunity.
Got it now behind the goal. Pushed to the boards by Snow. Cataracts have it. Right out in front. Scores!
That's all Dix, George. That
Yeah.
entire shift. The entire shift. He won a board battle against a much bigger guy. Got down, lost the puck, got it back after Sims had given it to him. Then he wins. He was tied up behind the goaltender. Makes another great move and dishes it off in front of the net. What
Josh
a beautiful.
May, his second goal of the weekend.
Yeah, what a beautiful play. Just if we go down, like he's pinned up against the boards, George, and you just see he's pinned here. Now he gets out, gets loose, gets free, able to look across. Boom, Johnny on the spot. As May comes in and puts it in the back door.
The Cataracts regained their lead, 2-1. Gill. The blue line gets it to Drover, in for Maher, and it bounced over his stick.
Thought he was going to shoot it.
Drover had it knocked off his stick. Langdon all alone in front. Just put it high over the top of the goal. He was all alone in front.
He can't be that open, George. One of the biggest targets out there. You can't be that wide open just after scoring.
And Hines against Fitzgerald. Kicked away by Whiffen. So now the Red Wings have their number one line out there.
Cataracts goal scored by number 13, Josh May.
That's stolen at center. Maher will bring it back in. Maher holds it, shoots. Clark with the save. It's loose in front, cleared away by Deerlake. Down the ice, this will be icing against the Red Wings. With the two number one lines out there.
Yeah, it was a battle.
Both will change now.
They both had good scoring opportunities. Langdon had a great scoring opportunity down to the left of us on goaltender Whiffen. And then Maher had another great opportunity. I thought he was going to shoot it first, went for the little delay. Then a lay there in the crease. Andre Gill just couldn't get a stick on it.
Corey Brent around behind the goal, stopped up there. Kept in by the Cataracts, down low from a very sharp angle, hit the outside, wraparound attempt, it sits there in the crease. Clark has got it.
Wow. He did a great job, George. And one of the things, he's a left-handed goaltender, so he had to grab that actually with his blocker, not with his glove, and that's hard to do. The stick was gone. He was able to somehow get that paw down on top of that, prevent it from going in the left side.
It's the old Dominic Hasek move.
Yeah,
Drop the goal stick and cover it with your blocker hand.
yeah. Dominic was unorthodox, to say the least, but very successful.
Dominic Hasek from Pardubice in the Czech Republic.
Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Entertaining goaltender.
Played out of the Tipsport Arena in Pardubice. That bounces up in there. They get
That's
another
in.
chance. They score.
That's in. That's daring. George, the Cataracts are winning more of the board battles, and it's a result of just continuous determination. You watch this here. There's no easy plays here. Mike Brent makes a really nice move. Two nice moves, actually. Goaltender makes a save. It goes up and over the net, lays there, and coming back on the weak side is Daring, who puts it in the back of the net.
Yeah, great play by Mike Brent back at the blue line.
Yeah.
As you say, a couple of good moves.
Well, the thing is, lots of times the defenseman will get the puck and just dump it in the corner, but Mike made two really nice moves, freed up space, was able to get the puck toward the net, and, of course, Daring bangs it home.
Well, Cataracts now with the 2-goal lead. May chasing down after it. McKay gets there first off the boards. Cataracts are on it. Into the corner. McKay plays it behind his goal. Over to get it is Snow. Roger Snow up along the boards. Oh, look out. Winter blew a tire. That'll allow the Red Wings to get it down in deep. Winter's got it. He'll clear it off the boards.
Yeah.
This will go on goal, so no icing.
Winter blew a tar, and he was no man's land. He was trying to get a stick on the puck, couldn't do it. That's a helpless feeling.
Dix. Right in front. It was deflected by Sims. Another save made by Clark.
Short shifts are the order of the day here now, particularly the end of the second period, the line change.
Snow dumps it in high off the glass. On it first is Langdon. That hit the outside of the net. Cantwell took a swing at it, missed it. On the boards, Hines. Oh, sorry, that's Park. Comes out in front. Sims. Nobody there. Goes to an open side. Trover got a stick on it. Park to the side of the goal. Langdon looking for it. Another chance. Whiffen kept it out.
Cataracts are just trying to get rid of the puck, George, and there's nothing effective about it.
There's Sims into the middle. Park with a backhand. Whiffen's got that in the trapper and hangs on. A great chance for Coffey a minute ago.
Yeah, great chance. And they had outmuscled the Cataracts. Cataracts were at the end of a shift. They were a little tired, George. And the thing is, right now, you've got to have 35, 40-second shifts. That is plenty. thing is, the Cataracts top line were just on. They come off now, and Langdon comes right back with his Langdon line, their number 1 unit.
Cataracts have it. Deering off the boards. Went in behind Fitzgerald, so Gillard will take it back behind his goal.
I like the way Deering's playing here today, his presence.
Sims over to Hines. Drops it back for Langdon. His shot hits some bodies in front. Sims has got it now along the boards. Cataracts come up with it. Deering. Nick Fitzgerald this is. Fitzgerald stops up. Nobody picks him up. His shot, though, was stopped. Didn't get much on it. Now a backhand. That went off the skate of Gillard, and Gillard will come away with it. Looked like they could have gotten a little more out of that.
Yeah, it looked like. I think there's tar bodies, George, everywhere.
Whiffen will hold that.
You could see, George, they're only out there 30s, but your legs are heavy. Yeah. You know, it's been a tough game. Last night was a no-hitter. It was an easy game. There are no easy shifts here today. And with that being said, you get tired. You know, your legs are heavier.
Oak. That shot ends up in behind the goal. Mike Brandt hard around the boards. It'll come back. Kept in by Robinson. Comes to the near boards. Kept in by the Red Wings. Then they turn it over. Maher trying to get away. Thomas will get back. Thomas. Be careful, Maher's all over him. Kept in. Gill with a hard shot, but well off the mark. Brent will dump it in. Under 3 to play here in the second period. Anderson down the left side, a little bit of room, a shot. Whiffen's got that. Again, doesn't give up a rebound.
That's key at this stage of the game right now, because obviously when your D-men are turning to come back facing the goaltender, we got the back to the guy who's coming in as a forechecker. You really rely on your goaltender to make the save and to hold off for any rebounds.
Puck goes in behind the Cataracts net, up along the boards. Kept in by the Red Wings, tipped in front, a couple of swings at it, and it comes out. May. Snow went down. May with a shot. McKay played it behind his goal. There's a hit. Isaiah Keynes gets knocked down. Puck comes out. Sims with a chance. Oh, what a save made by Clark as he got the right hand up and deflected it up and out of play.
George, this Sims and Dix May line, they have themselves a whale of a game. I love the way that Coach Whalen is rewarding them with the ice time as well.
2:17 left to go in the second.
They've been arguably the best line today. Actually, not arguably. They have been the best line today. Dix was a great player for them last night, I thought. But their whole line here today has been in on everything.
On the face-off, a shot comes in, and Clark has to stop it. Red Wings clear it out. Cross ice, that's stopped. Gillard up at the blue line. Cataracts have it. Drover. Backhanded in by Deering. Clark out to play it. He'll give it to Sims and go the other side to Gillard. Went off a couple of six. I think last touch by a Red Wing. It was, so it'll be icing. 1:50 to go now.
George, the Brandon Hines, Coffey Langdon line out there. Deering is really watching Hines up and down the ice each time, giving him a little extra shot. And I think that his job is to make sure that Hines doesn't get open to get that puck.
Gillard turning along the boards. Hines drops it back. He'll get the return pass. Hines in over the blue line. Hines into the middle. Missed everybody. Langdon will pick it up off the boards. Gillard holding it in over at the right point. Puts it back in behind the goal. Coffey. Red Wings with that number 1 line to end this period. Trying to get something going. Look out as that's cleared into the Deer Lake bench. And Carter Mullet looks over at the Cataract player. Looked to be more of a, I think they're just having a laugh over that one. Obviously no intention. Yeah, both players come away smiling.
Yeah. Pearly whites.
Another face-off win for the Red Wings. That goes to the boards. Cataracts now have their number one line out there. Hines, Langdon's alone in front, back to Sims, and a huge save by Whiffen.
Not able to get that puck out. George almost cost him dearly.
Just over the stick of Drover, didn't make any contact with it. He was on a breakaway if that puck didn't bounce. Instead, it's an icing call back down to our left.
Cataracts had two opportunities on the strong side, George, where Mara was over there and sure, but they weren't able to get the puck, and it came down low. They had odd man rush down the other side, 2-on-1. Deer Lake almost resulted in a goal.
Hillard with a shot. The puck was bouncing. It came off the end board, sits at the side of the goal. Cataracts get to it. 50 seconds to go. Drover stops just inside the blue line. Tried to get the puck down and deep, instead it went out of play.
You got to have fresh troops here now. You got to have.
Yeah, both teams are changing.
Yeah, you got to have your best centerman out here now. That puck really has got to stay low. If you're looking at it from a Cataract perspective, 46 seconds left, you don't need to do anything fancy at all. Deer Lake, you want to try to take a chance up ice if you get an opportunity.
Cataracts win the faceoff. Jeremy Drover. Josh May. Parsons did a good job to get back and get a stick in the way of that. That pass was intended for Sims. It goes up in the air and into the stands. 33.8 seconds left.
This is a wicked battle here today. At the end of 60 minutes here today or longer, there's going to be some tired, sore bodies.
Sims gets it down into the corner. Oak plays it the other side, goes back behind. Dix in there looking for it. Sims has got it. Cycles it back for Dix. Jasper Dix trying to work it out in front. Takes it to the corner. Back at the point, Jeremy Drover. Smart play, just dumps it down.
Not a bad play at all. Do not force it.
They try and get that towards the goal, and the forward blocks that, and this is what happens. Away they come. Anderson winds up hard, slap shot. Whiffen covers it just as the buzzer goes. Almost a repeat of last night.
George.
With a great scoring chance with less than a second to go.
Drover made a good play putting it down, and then the other one was one of those bad old pucks bouncing and bouncing. And as you said, that goes off a shin pad. It's coming back. You have a breakaway, and that was a partial jobby there.
All right.
What a great period for the Cataracts in that particular one, George.
Yeah, they led. There's the shots on goal, 28-26, favoring the Cataracts. They led 1-0 after one. Deer Lake tied it up in a goal by Langdon. And then the Cataracts back-to-back goals, and they're up 3-1, trying to send it to a Game 5 in Deer Lake next Friday. We'll see what happens.
It's going to be a battle in the third. Stay tuned.
All right, we'll be back with that third period in just a moment. You're watching game number 4 of the Central West Senior Hockey League Finals between the Deer Lake Red Wings and the Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts, brought to you by Skur Group exclusively here on AO.live. Back with period number 3 in a few minutes. The Skur Group of companies located in Grand Falls, Windsor is proud to sponsor this webcast of Cataracts hockey. The Skur Group, providing plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and security systems to both commercial and residential customers. To learn more, call 709-393-2600 or check out their website at skurgroup.ca. All right, Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts leading this one 3-1 after 2 periods of play. Teams are back out for the 3rd period. Cataracts, again, as we said, trying to send it to a Game 5 in Deer Lake next Friday night. Again, a little delay. I think they're looking at the water.
Yeah, George.
They're having a long look at it. I think they maybe going back to get some squeegees, or
Well, it's either that or
there's a conversation with Tyler
Whiffen is talking about how wet it's down there. They're either going to get squeegees or
there's a squeegee has come out.
some type of flotation device.
It's a lot of water, but you know.
There's a lot of water, yeah. Well, I can tell you right here now, Sheldon Critch is a good friend of mine who's, let me say, just not a real good swimmer. I think that he might have to have water wings on down there now if he was in that. Anyway, the linesman went out and did his work.
Didn't seem to be moving a lot of water as he did it.
Oh, we
in
can
all
see a lot
honesty.
just inside of the blue line there, right behind the D-man.
Yeah, right behind Josh Fitzgerald. There's a really good puddle. That's the one we saw during the Sker Mechanical shootout.
Yeah.
The last shot that the gentleman took, the puck hit the water and basically stopped.
Mr. Bishop, who won $100 on the first shot.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Made it look
time to
easy.
check your tickets for the 3 dozen beer.
That's tipped in by Sims. Dix shot it around the boards, missed the net. Coffey will pick it up. Coffey in over the blue line. Working against Drover. Drover takes him to the boards. Drover gets it in front for Dix. Here's the puck hitting the water, Robert.
Is ugly.
Didn't slide the way it normally does. Here's a giveaway. Gillard right in front, a shot. Big save by Whiffen. Get the right shoulder up and in the way of that one. Coffey with a big open ice hit. Sims continues on. Sims has got a bit of room. Sims shoots. Save made by Clark.
Well, glorious scoring opportunity. George, 30 seconds in. And the puck did not slide, just like you said, down the corner. It got stuck on the ice, and it was supposed to be a D-to-D pass. It didn't get to the second D-man.
That goes to the boards. Meyer took his man to the boards. Parsons has it up through the middle. That was knocked out of the air. Thomas will backhand it in. Cantwell. He lost it. Anderson. Up along the boards. Gill missed it. Oak shoots it in. Whiffen comes out to play it.
They're like you're calling for an interference call there. Scotty Cantwell chopped the stick out of the forechecking forward's hands.
Anderson off the boards. Gill has it, plays it behind his net. Cataracts jump on it. Cody Drover. Drover winding up, heading in over the blue line. Drover's got Meyer heading further from the goal. Drops it back for Gill. Gill with a shot from a sharp angle. That missed the net and comes all the way out to center. Mike Brent will pick it up there. Brent up the middle for Meyer. Meyer will tip it in. That line will head to the bench. McKay has got it. To Park. Park steps around to the outside, dumps it in. Kane's in the forecheck. Kane's has got it, tried to get out in front. Cataract player Deering had fallen down in the corner. Got back up and played it to the boards. Nick Fitzgerald, he's knocked down. Deering following up on it. Actually, that's Coffey. Coffey will bring it in over the blue line. Went off a leg, then put it wide. McKay quickly to Park. He'll go the other side. Good pass for Mullet. Mullet shoots it in. Brent knocked it free, lost his stick, managed to get it up ahead. Kept in by Langdon. Deering got a stick on it. A slow change at the bench by the Cataracts.
Yeah, some interference there. Couple of little how you do.
The 3 dozen beer have been claimed. We'd like to
Corey Brent shoots it in.
support the Cataracts. Thank you very much.
For Park racing after it is Coffey. Getting over there is Drover. Trying to turn. Coffey took it away. Fed it in front for Hines. That just missed. kept in by Gillard. Gillard shot one off a stick.
That was all a result of speed by the Deer Lake Red Wings on that one, George.
Gillard backhands it in, whiffing out the play. It leaves it for Jeremy Drover. Off the boards. Brent backhands it down the ice. This will be icing against the Cataracts. We've played 3 minutes, 30 seconds in the third period.
Coming down on the left-hand side, good speed by the Deer Lake Red Wings. Were able to cause a turnover and get the puck out into the slot area, very dangerous area. Just eluded Sniper Hines.
Josh Fitzgerald up the middle to Dix. Gillard will get back first, takes it in front of his net, then zigzags in behind. Off the boards, that missed the target, and Fitzgerald has it. Dix tried to leave it for May, passed just a little bit in his skates. They tried to work the give and go. Robinson over the other side. Anderson will shoot it in. Cataracts on it right away, dump it out. Dix didn't see it right away. Now he's got it. That's going to be offside by about 8 feet.
Just a little.
Jody Drover in ahead of the play.
And the puck had come off of the boards, but actually hit the stanchion on the boards and slowed it up and actually came back in the neutral zone. And Dix wasn't aware that Drover had just coming out fresh legs, had gone in over the blue line.
Oak off the boards. Cataracts cleared out, and coming away with it is Gill. Gill winds up a shot, just missed. Oak gets it to Robinson. Canes stops up along the half wall, leaves it for Park. Park shoots it in around the boards. Oak kept it in. Canes on it again. Threw it right in front, comes to the boards. Shot from the board, stopped by Whiffen. Rebound was there, and Drover will clear it out. There's Mullet, can catch up to it. Mullet, weak backhand, but a big rebound out in front. Nobody there for the Red Wings, and that's going to be icing again. Cataracts sitting back a little bit, Robert.
Well, what's happening, George, over on the right-hand side, Andre Gill's having a tough time getting to the puck, and because of that, you know, he's getting it stood still, and the puck is coming back in around the corner, and they don't have enough support on that side. Therefore, Deer Lake are recognizing that and really flooding that zone. And now they come right back out with their number one unit.
Hines with a hard shot. Whiffen makes the save. Fitzgerald backhands it down the ice. Hustling back to go get it is McKay. No icing. Daring watching him. That stopped by Coffey in the corner. McKay trying to clear it. Cataracts turn it over, and back come the Red Wings. 3-on-2. Hines, drop pass. McKay, shot blocked by the defense. Then it sits at the side of the goal. It's still loose back there.
Oh, thought it was in.
Daring plays it to the boards. It'll be kept in by Coffey. Coffey protecting the puck, fed it in front. Cataracts are away. Pass up for Fitzgerald, trying to step around Coffey.
He's at the end of his shift. He's got to get off here. He's tired.
Yeah, he managed to get the puck in deep before he had to get off, so good job there by Fitzgerald. And now Gillard having a little bit of trouble against Dix, leaves it behind his goal. Sims has to hustle over into the corner as the speed picks up a little bit.
Dix is a great forechecker.
Gillard got it ahead. Anderson, he's poke checked as he gets to center. May knocks it loose. Battled for it right outside the blue line. Caught up in 3 or 4 players' skates. Mike Brent's got it, trying to work it down the boards.
So rugby scrum.
Sims to Gillard. That's tipped in. It'll go right to Whiffen, and he'll leave it.
That's when he's got to freeze.
It's on goal, and this time he will freeze it. 13:29 left to go.
Yeah, his defenseman just couldn't do anything with that. As soon as he gave it to him, he was being forechecked down right away. And as a D-man, you hope that the goaltender freezes that one. You don't want that puck.
Mullet. Down into the corner. Canes. Mullet feeding it out in front, looking for Park. Park reaching for it. Park's got it. couldn't get much of a shot away, went wide. Dangerous times right now for the Cataracts, Robert. They
Big
seem
time.
to be sitting back. Red Wings are coming on. Only
Red
a
Wings are
two-goal
coming
game.
on really hard, George.
Now a chance to get it out. Cody Drover. Mara heading for the front of the goal. Drover holds it, feeds it across for Gill. Gill with a shot. That hit Clark in the mask, and he's injured.
Yeah, I'm
or at least
surprised.
he's shaken up.
Yeah, the
I think-
referee needs to blow this down.
Yeah,
Derlick has possession of the puck. I'm surprised he didn't blow it down.
Clark is not right.
Referee looked at him twice. They had possession of the puck, but
But he was staggering as he got back to his feet
He
from that
was.
kneeling position. But Red Wings maintaining possession. It goes in behind the goal.
Cataracts are stood still here now. Derlick beat him to every loose puck, George.
Andre Gill is laboring.
Yeah.
He's got it. He's going to get rid of it and just head to the bench. That whole line's going to go off, but Andre was having trouble at the end of that shift. This is going to go down the ice. This will be icing against the Red Wings. 12:05 to go. Cataracts hanging on to a 3-1 lead.
Most times, George, when you see the goaltender take one square in the mask as he did, he looks at the referee. The referee looks at him and he'll actually skate to him and say, "Do you need time?" Particularly when your team got possession of the puck, which they did, but
And the
he
referee
shook it
is-
off. He still looked a little dazed even when the puck went up ice.
The referee went over and spoke to Clark just before the puck was dropped.
Yes.
I guess asking that question, you okay to continue? Clark nodded in the affirmative. Back at the point, all alone, shot, stopped by Whiffen. Again, no rebound. Boy, Jacob Oak found himself with all kinds of room as the puck came back to him.
Everything is Derlick here right now, George. They found an extra gear to pick their step up a little bit, and the Cataracts, not necessarily sitting back, but they're getting forechecked hard and they have difficult time getting to weak side pucks.
The Go Cats Go chant rings out here at the Joe. Tipped out by Fitzgerald. Robinson backing up at his own blue line. Getting a stick on it was Anderson. It goes behind the goal. Fitzgerald will get to it first off the boards, and that'll get out past everybody, and that will not be icing. They've waved it off.
Said that Thomas could have touched it just on the blue line.
Dick's got a stick in the way of that. Now Thomas will shoot it in. Off the boards. Josh Fitzgerald leaves it for Ethan Sims. He fanned on the pass. May forcing it down deep into the corner. Along with McKay. McKay working it along the boards. McKay goes down. Parsons with the puck. Up through the middle. Good pass to Carter Mullet working against Brent. Brent gets back to tie the stick up.
Got beat, but he made a very nice poke check.
The reach of Mike Brent saved him that time.
He did.
McKay back behind his goal. He'll leave it back there. Snow up at the blue line. A couple of Red Wing players collided.
Yeah, there's no separation there. They're bunched up, not between the dots, on the dot.
That'll allow the Cataracts to put it back deep. Lucas McKay. Park. Over the other side to Mullet. Got to wait up.
Heads up.
Haynes, that goes up into the stands, down to our right.
Cataracts would like to thank their corporate sponsors, Canadian Tire, McDonald's,
Looks like everybody's okay as I lean out the window here and have a look down there.
Still waiting for one to come up here.
Never. All the years I've had, listen, all the different sports, never had a ball or a puck come up into the broadcast booth. I'm ready.
Okay, got your glove?
Yeah. You see the video the other day of the baseball game? Kid caught the ball and the adult came and reached in his glove and
Yes,
took it
and
was
took
really,
it.
really proud of himself.
Yes. Put it up and started
Anyway, I digress. That's put through the crease. Sims will hold it in over at the left side. Cataracts overskated it. Drover trying to get it up to Marr. Gill read that, or Gillard rather, and got in the way. Now Drover. He's got Marr with him. Drover shoots it himself. Clark just got a piece of it with the trapper. Didn't catch it, but just got a piece of it to redirect it wide.
It wasn't too many. It would have been too many if he never got off.
Marr with a shot that just missed. Marr. Fitzgerald Drops it. Coffey. Over to Maher. In his skates. His shot is blocked. Back at the point. That's kept onside by Brent.
That was onside, so it was a good call by the linesman. Right on it.
Brent has got it. Mike Brent in over the blue line. Snapshot off the stick of Sims. Brent will go get it himself. Brent on a mission right now.
Yeah, he is.
And Red Wing player,
Well, if it's going to be a call, it's got to be a call both ways, a trip and a glove.
well, he caught it and spun around with it in his hand.
He threw it up.
You can catch it. You got to put it right down.
Yeah. That enabled him to get it out. That's why the trip occurred.
Well, again, lots happening. Cataracts finally beginning to generate a little bit of offense with that number one line.
They needed 2 good shifts in a row, George, because they were getting dominated.
As you said, they were kind of sitting back, and Derlick were coming at them. Here they come again. Parsons with a shot. Whiffen comes up with another save.
Whiffen's played big in this third period.
He's had himself a heck of a game. That's going to hit the beams.
Don't see that often.
No, that's going to go out of play. So the faceoff will stay in the Cataracts end. 8:23 to go. A long period without a whistle there.
Yeah, it was indeed. And there's a lot of action, George. And what I like, there's a lot of action away from the puck. And that means everybody's paying the price, doing what they should do, watching their check, watching the man, not allowing him to get in front of you. A lot of play behind or away from the puck.
That comes out. Ethan Sims working against Robinson. Sims backhand stopped by Clark. That came out between the feet of the goaltender. Sims passed it from behind the net.
Wow.
It went between Clark's feet and came out. Robinson from his defensive position.
Yeah, he's moving up there. All their D-men are moving up now, George. That's why they're getting caught on a couple of 2-on-1s.
Played with a high stick.
Yeah, if he didn't play with a high stick, it would have hit the linesman in the head. But yeah, just the previous shift, George, when Cody Drover, they had 2 turnovers in the neutral zone that Deer Lake Red Wings did, and both of their D-men were up over the blue line. That's why it almost resulted in a clear 2-0 breakaway. Drover made a nice pass over, got it back, took the shot, and him and Drover went in. Or excuse me, him and Mara.
Ladies and gentlemen, time to check your tickets for the 50-50 draw.
Long shot in.
Worth $1,610.
Wow, just here, yeah, 50-50, 1,610 on a Sunday afternoon.
09.
Not too bad at all.
409. You just won $1,610. You'll come over here in the penny box area and see Mr. Kenny Freak, and he'll take care of you. 23409.
It's a really good pinch there by Snow to recognize that.
Thrown down into the corner. Hines is out there. Cataracts will bring it out. Maher. Both teams with the number 1 unit out there. Maher. Drover. Circling the goal. Tried the jam play. It's kept out. Over to Maher. Backhand! Cut the outside of the post. That was Gill, rather.
It went off a D-man for Deer Lake and almost went in the back of the net.
That just hit the outside of the post. Cataracts change, as do the Red Wings. So that's going to be icing. Well, the Red Wings will change now. Under 7 to play.
I guarantee you, one of the forwards on Deer Lake over there now is so upset with his teammate out, and he is giving it to him. I watched him as he was slashing the stick on the ice, and then he's giving it to him.
Over on the bench.
Yes.
That's cleared out. Cantwell have to go over to get to it. He does. Gillard. Sims. Back to Gillard. Ahead to Mullet. Goes in behind the goal. Winter there first for the Cataracts. Gets a lot on that backhand and gets it out. Nervous times for the fans right now. You got that 2-goal lead. It's getting late into third, but not late enough for the fans here.
And a little bit heads up again.
That's going to go down that same spot, a little further down into the corner. Face-off will be outside. They're going to bring it, I think, just outside the Red Wings blue line.
Yep.
where the pass came from. Exactly 6 minutes left to go. Too much time for Cats fans, not enough for Red Wings fans.
No. Yeah, it's white knuckles time now for sure.
Cataracts control it from the face-off. Trover off the boards, backhanded in by May.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 50-50 has been claimed. We'd like to thank everyone who purchased tickets and supported our Cataracts. Thank you very much.
Fitzgerald takes a big hit from Robinson, but got the puck in deep, and Fitzgerald will head to the bench, replaced by Mike Brent. Dix keeps it in. Dix has got it along the boards. Again, smart play, just keep it deep.
That's all you want right now. You don't need to take chances. You got to have good skaters out there, and you got to be secure on the boards.
Right out in front, May had a stick tied up. Brent winds up a hard shot. Clark stopped that. Sims battling for it. Dix.
Got to get back now. You had 3-man cut down inside the hash marks. You got to get back.
Parsons all alone. Long shot in as the Red Wings were changing, so Whiffen, good play, keeps the play alive. Brent tried to make the pass, gets it off the boards and gets it out. Drover working against McKay. McKay does a good job. Comes up with the puck to Gillard. Langdon. Hines. Hines stepping around Winder. Hines shoots it. Whiffen made the save. Cataracts clear it. That's going to be an icing call.
That was offsides. When Hines made the move at the blue line, his left winger was in 3 feet early. I'm really surprised at that one.
.440. Red Wings win the faceoff and had a chance right off the draw. Coffey was able to step in.
Coffey was
Drover.
very upset on the previous shift that his teammate had a chance right there.
Gillard to Brandon Hines. Over to an open wing. Cantwell back there off the glass to Gill. He lost it. Red Wings have it. Gillard. That pass off the mark. Cantwell, weak pass picked off by Coffey. Coffey brings it back in. Pass in behind Langdon. Langdon takes it off the boards. Turning and shooting it was Sims. It was blocked by Fitzgerald in front. Here's the pass at Marr. Marr with a partial break. Shoots. Missed the net. Well, Jordan Marr's missed the net on a number of opportunities.
He rushed that one a little bit. You feel the back pressure coming from Gillard. Got to
Normally
find a way
he
to hit the
doesn't.
goalie. No,
Normally
he
a
doesn't know.
real sniper.
Yeah, you don't miss many when you're a leading scorer, that's for sure.
3.5 left. Robinson will rush it up. Robinson takes it down deep, working against Winter. Winter takes him hard into the boards. Puck comes loose and Cataracts get it out. Nice play by Winter.
Yeah, it was a great job.
Park. He'll send it back in. Red Wings tag up. They do. Robinson will go in. Cataracts missed it behind the net. It comes out towards the blue line and comes out to center. Park turns, shoots it in.
Mike Brent is giving it to Butcher, the referee down there. When he took Robinson out, Robinson punched him in the face.
This will be kept in. Robinson. Sims shoots it up over the top of the net.
Mike Brent had a definitely.
Right in front it comes. Whiffen's got it. And Brent continuing.
Well, and that's the result because Mike Brent got punched in the face, George.
Yeah, and that's Robinson, and he's.
Like Mike
You
Brent did a
do
good.
not want to fight right now.
No, Mike Brent did a great job on him, and he actually gave it to the official. And just prior to that, when Robinson went down, the player for the Cataracts had lost a stick and he kicked it out of the way. Then Mike Brent makes a check on him, and it was a good check. And Robinson is as strong, as tough as the air, and he punched him in the face. That's what Mike Brent was upset over.
Oh, Brent is hot. Mike Brent, a big man with a big heart.
That indeed.
Robinson will head off. Both those, I suspect, both for roughing. I don't know if we'll get any odd man advantage out of this.
I'm looking at Andre Gill, looking in at Mike.
Andre Gill, Stephen Sims down there talking to the referee, former teammates with
Right
the
now,
Cataracts.
right now, the referee is telling Andre Gill, "Can you calm your captain?" I know. I can see that's what he's saying. Mike is going to get himself 2 minutes if he doesn't be careful here.
Jeez.
See?
Yeah, he just got himself a misconduct.
He just told him to go home. I could see it coming, George. It was Mike had put his right up between the stanchions there and yelled, and then Gill is trying to calm him down, and obviously there's a whole lot of difficulty trying to calm Mike Brent down.
Well, like I say, big heart. He wears his heart on his sleeve, and
He does, but
you know how he feels.
yeah, well, he had a beef, George.
Yeah.
He had a beef. He made a good check on Robinson. Robinson punched him in the face right in front of the referee, not this referee below us, the other directly in front of him. And Mike started giving it to the referee to no avail. And like he's saying, he said, you got to make that call. If someone punches you in the face in front of you, you got to make that call. I don't care if the score's 21-0 or 1-1. It's a bad no call.
So again, assuming that's a 10-minute misconduct, that will not affect his eligibility for.
Well, I love what the official
Friday.
did, and he didn't even tell him what he got the penalty for. He just told him to go home. If I was,
I'm just looking down below. Dave was trying to toss Mike's helmet
Yeah, he got
to
tough.
Bob Hedges, and he hit the glass twice, came back to him. The third time he threw it way over Bob's head.
and Bob couldn't catch
Somebody
it.
behind had to catch it.
Yeah,
Uh,
I like I want to look at the score sheet and see if the call is go home. Because if I'm Mike Brent, I would have said I'm home.
To heavyweight number 9, Lucas Robinson, they got 2 minutes each plus the 10-minute misconduct.
Okay.
okay. Royals net. The Red Wings net is empty.
Penalties at 17-12. Brent for the Cataracts, Robinson for
George, this game is not over.
Oh no, still over 2 minutes to play.
Long time.
Net is empty for the Red Wings. And Mike Brent is not available.
No, that's a big loss, especially down low
Yeah,
on the board battles,
Defending in your own end.
which the Cataracts are going to be for the next 2 minutes.
Thomas shoots it in. Drover in there. Coffey in forechecking. Coffey gets to the boards first. Langdon fishing for it. Langdon comes away with it and then lost it. Cataracts win that battle. Clear it down the ice. Will this be enough for icing? And it's going to be just enough. 1:49 left to go.
You got to have quick feet out here now. You got to have good face-off man. Glad to see Dix out there. May, Sims. Need some good, strong bodies out here.
Get some quicker guys out there too.
Yeah, and you can't put all your best. You got to have Deering and Fitzgerald come out next. I
And
would assume.
timeout called by
And
the Red
Drover.
Wings. Sorry.
That no. Right now you're looking. You got 3 shifts really for the Cataracts here now. 35-second shifts each, and that's what you got to look at. But you got to win this face-off. And listen, there's nothing wrong with icing the puck either. Nothing wrong with icing the puck. Key is this face-off right here now. And
Still lots of time. Minute 49, 2-goal lead.
you got to have good, young, hard legs out here now that got to get to the soft side of the boards in a hurry. The play away from the puck is vital here now. I wish Andre was able to get in and calm Mike down a little bit more, because he would have been gone for the remaining run away, 2:48.
And you see the Cataracts bench. Head coach.
Anyway, stay
Paul
tuned,
Whalen.
folks. We're going to be in for a good finale here. Whiffen's got to play his best right now, George.
Langdon against Dix. Scramble draw, sits in the circle, back at the point. The shot comes in, rattles around in the crease. Whiffen kept it out. It's still loose.
Wow, that was an empty net.
Cataracts get to it and clear it.
That's not going over the goal line there.
That will not be icing. This will help take some time off. Hines quickly up ahead. Maher stepped on the puck. Langdon almost came up with it.
Cataracts got away with a hook
Whoa.
there.
Jordan Maher had the puck, but he stepped on it. Empty net, and Gillard just deflects it wide.
I think it would have been offside.
Sims trying to get to it. Played it out in front. Rattles around. Still loose there. Cataracts have it. Gillard's got it. Put it in wide.
Wow, Cataracts
1 minute to go.
had total possession of the puck.
Thrown in front. Back towards the point. Langdon kept it in. Sims reaching for it. Langdon back at the point. Trying to get it to Coffey. That was intercepted.
It's hard
Cataracts
bodies.
cleared
They got to get 5 guys off.
They make 4.
Yeah, Murr wasn't able to get off, but that's not a bad thing. That's icing.
And that's going to be a big help there for the Cataracts. That just might do it. 36.8. Icing.
I think it will.
One last time, while we get a chance, let's hear from our webcast sponsor. The Skur Group of companies located in Grand Falls, Windsor is proud to sponsor this webcast of Cataracts hockey. The Skur Group, providing plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and security systems to both commercial and residential customers. To learn more, call 709-393-2600 or check out their website at skurgroup.ca.
Well, that's not icing.
Play continues. 25 seconds left. Shot whiffing another save. Wrap around attempt. Pile up in the crease. Sticks go up. No indication from the referee. Whiffen kept it out. Tyler Whiffen has been terrific in this game for the Cataracts.
Well, particularly in the third period, George. And we've said so many times before, it's not the save itself. It's when you make the save and the con. And he's made the biggest saves of this period when he's been needed the most.
Faced 38 shots to this point.
Quality shots, George. Good battles down low.
The puck goes into the corner. Jordan Marr.
Deering has won his last 4 face-offs.
Back to the point. Gillard with a shot. Didn't get a whole lot on it. It rattles around again in front. Cataracts have got it. And, folks, that's going to do it. As Drover just sends it down in deep. Watch out, Deering. He takes a bump. And the Cataracts survive to play another day.
Yeah, and that's all you can ask for, George. That is all you can ask for. And the other side of it is that you never want to have your last loss on home ice. And, of course, right now, barring anything else, the Cataracts are going to go on the road next Friday night. And I know that Deer Lake are going to be ready, and the Cataracts are going to be ready as well.
You know, the hotter is going to be blocked.
The hotter is going to be hopping.
Yep. So we go to a game 5, as Robert said, next Friday night in Deer Lake. And if it does go to a game 6, it's back here on Saturday. And if it's a game 7, they're back to Deer Lake. Could be a lot of travel if the Cataracts can win a couple of games. So Cataracts
that was a battle. A very, very good, entertaining game. Not because the home team won, but George, right from the outset, the first shift.
Completely different atmosphere from last night's game.
We had body contact, we had checks, we had battles behind the play, battles in front of the net. We had a lot of finishing checks. There was a lot of animosity, a lot of intensity and energy. We never saw any of that last night.
No, it's chalk and cheese.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's difference in night and day, but that'd be too literal from last night to this afternoon. I was going to say it, but I'm glad I didn't.
Which you did.
All right, folks, that's the final. 3-1 Cataracts, as they say, they survive. And we'll head to Deer Lake next week. There are the final shots on goal, 38-33. Tyler Whiffen, a very strong game in goal.
Yeah.
I suspect he may have earned the right to start Friday night.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah. All right, that's going to do it from the Joe Byrne. Cataracts winning Game 4 of these finals. Not over yet. On behalf of our cameraman, Steve Nosworthy, did a great job. Jason Power did the work last night. Robert Golding, I'm George Scott, folks. Maybe we'll see you next week.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yep, we'll see how it goes. If not, we'll see you at the Herder.
The luck of the Irish and the Green were with the Cataracts today.
All right. So long, everyone.